3, 2.
Hello, everybody. How are you? I am back for the new year. I want to say thank you. Welcome to the David Perry Show, podcast number 8, episode number 8 for the new year 2020. Everybody, can I get some love, y'all? Throw it my way. Let me know you think you might like me a little bit, honey. But as I said, we're back for the new year. I didn't know that we hadn't had a podcast show since 2019, December, whatnot. But we are back. We are introducing our new format. I am going to be doing twice a month instead of once a month. That's what you guys asked for. So I'm going to be doing that. Thank you, Jeremy. And tonight's show for our entree into the new year, we got a wonderful guest. We got two guests. We have Kelsey Nicole Nelson. She was our celebrity host for the second annual The Art of Fashion Runway Show. So she's going to be here. She's going to turn it out for us and talk about herself and the show. And I'm bringing back, do y'all remember that gorgeous model that I had at my last podcast show, Gabrielle? She's going to come back again with me, and we're going to talk and work. And we got Kelsey, so we're going to play with her a little bit. It's going to be a wonderful show. I'm not going to get too long-winded like I usually do, but I'm going to see if I can show you a little bit like I like to do. This is the front. Oh, I got to come over here. All right. You know how I like to do, guys. This is the front. This is the back. Get into it, all right? Okay. Now, let's get into this show. So enjoy a little bit of beat music by Lips Inc., designer music, and then we come back, we're going to have Kelsey, and we're going to have Gabrielle. All right, you know it's been a while, right? Okay, so take a little break, and we're coming right back to the David Perry Show. All right. Hello, everybody. We have returned back to the David Perry Show podcast, episode number 8. And we are back with our wonderful guest. This is Kelsey Nicole Nelson, and this is Gabrielle Spotwell, and remember her from episode 7. Before I get started, I must make a point of letting you guys know that outfit y'all saw me swirling and twirling in at the opening of the show is by Cleopatra Couture, by my sister for another mother, if Oma Anya. You're going to spank me for saying your name wrong for the rest of my life. I know it, but Ife to family and friends. PJ, is this on? Oh, okay. All right. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, and that was the outfit that I actually wore in the show, if any of y'all came to the show, and I'm sure you did. But that was one of the outfits I wore, and the other outfit I wore was by our clothing designer, Adrian Alisea. Ah, yes, there we go. And then that's the outfit right there. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful. I got a lot of compliments from that. And Iffy, you need to put me on your payroll, honey. I'm selling thousands of dollars of garments for you. But we'll get into that later. As you guys see, we got a various array of accoutrements here on the table. We have Hello Kitty Red Rosé Champagne from our sponsor, the Lady Pearly. That's one of our sponsors from the show. I have my cup here from when I appeared on Good Things DC with Kenosha, Britt, and Leah. One day I was promoting my company. We got Dr. Mark Richards. We got his what is this called again? It's an implant. That's what it is from when he was on the show. We have that. So we have and I have a lipstick, and we have some wonderful things. But we're just trying to give them some shout out and some love. But let's get into this show, why don't we? Kelsey, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. I'm excited.
Oh, you may have said that too soon, girl. No. I'm just torturing you. I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And Gabrielle, welcome back.
Thank you.
She just came from a shoot, so she might not be as long-winded as she was last show, but we're gonna still see if she can talk some dirt like we did last time. We had a great time. But let's talk with our special guest, Miss Nelson. How are you?
I am fabulous. My first time on your show, so I'm in good spirits.
Oh, great. I'm glad you said that. By the way, just to share that out, guys, we are kindred spirits. We both are born on the same day. We both have July 17th as our birthday. We're cancers, doesn't it show? Look at the beauty in this. Look at, doesn't it show cancer beauty? High cheekbones, wide set eyes, luminosity. Okay.
Birthday twin.
There you go. Exactly. Beauty. Kelsey, that being said, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do? Because you kind of a talk of the town around here, aren't you?
Well, hopefully good talk.
Good talk. That's what I mean. Good talk.
Sure. So I am born and bred in the DMV area, and
Wow.
I've had the privilege of becoming a sports and entertainment reporter here. So I cover all the local teams, go nationals, winning our championship.
Yes.
Of course, the Capitals before our Washington Mystics. So it's a fun time to be a sports reporter here
Definitely.
in DC. And then also on the entertainment side, actually tonight the Urban One Honors is airing. I had the pleasure of covering that.
Tonight, you said?
Tonight.
Are you going there right after here?
Oh, no, we already did it.
Oh, you already? Oh, it's already been done.
Right,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No problem. And it was at the MGM, so it was fantastic.
Oh,
So
it sounds like it.
It's been fun, and I do a bunch. I do radio, I do TV. I am basically everywhere.
Good.
I'm in calendars with nonprofits.
Oh, is that your calendar that we
Yes,
see in this
so
picture?
that's a
So you made your own
nonprofit.
calendar?
No, it wasn't me. So that's an organization called Light the Way Foundation.
Got it.
And they featured me in their calendar for the work I do, but I've done a lot. I covered Georgetown basketball. I've covered Maryland, Wizards, everything and anything. I'm
That is
basically
great.
there. Yeah.
You know, I have been a little bit aware of you before
That
we
makes me feel
met.
good.
You know, I've seen your page and child, what's going on over there? And okay, mishaps. No, I just been aware of your page, and of course I've been following you religiously, so to speak, ever since we met. Because I met Kelsey the first time at the Junior Bosses of Fashion, IFA's Junior Bosses of Fashion workshop, the competition finale, so to speak, and you were the judge. And because of you, that's how Leah Kay won, and she was one of the designers in the show on Saturday. Yes, a little teen dream. She was a winner of that, and for winning, you know, I said, girl, you got to come and do my show. Yeah. So she's working on some garments that we hope will revolutionize the modeling industry. We talked about that when she was on the show with Ife. But yes, I've been a little bit aware of you. I thank you in a good way. You know, you got to pay attention, guys. There's a lot of great people out here in our area doing some great things. Try and pay attention and show some support. Good. Getting back to you, Kelsey. Yeah. How did you get started? Because I saw somewhere that you did. Did you do pageants too?
I did do pageants.
Oh, we gotta talk about that because I'm a big old pageant old-fowl. I love pageants. Just an 8-year-old tween, honey. So tell us a little bit of how you got started a little bit.
Sure. So I feel like I've always been an extrovert. So quite naturally, I always had to find a way to kind of center all of my energy. So I did a lot of sports growing up. I played basketball and volleyball. Nice. But I realized at the collegiate level, I was probably not going to go to a top school in that. So luckily, I got an academic scholarship to University of Maryland. Good. But even before that, in high school, I always said, I always did poetry contests. I did oratory contests. But I always admired beauty queens because I always thought they were great role models. And we all wanted to be like them.
Oh, yes. So they look. You know, of course we did.
We all do, right?
I really always wanted to be Miss Universe. To be honest with you. I mean, I wanted to win Miss USA and I wanted to be Miss Universe. So it's a little hard trying to do Miss America because I don't quite have a discernible talent.
You do. You're natural.
But I have beauty for your nerves. So that's how I figured I'll go to Miss USA.
But see, that's the confidence you need. And really, I did pageant just because I wanted to learn that style and grace and elegance. And I had not known one personally. And I know when I started modeling, I think, in middle school. But I wanted to do more, right? I always wanted to say, you never want to be characterized as just a pretty face. And I thought pageants were a way that you could... I always loved the interview portion the best.
I did too. I do too.
Right? Like, you asked me a question,
that's what makes... You somehow or another, that's the time you shine. Exactly. And you notice how they're kind of sort of deading it out of the Miss USA and the Miss Universe. Because I used to love that poise section when each of the semifinalists would come and talk to the host. And you got to learn a little bit about them, to give them about 3 minutes. Exactly. And I love that part, and they don't do it ever since Trump took over. He just turned it into a skin fest, honey. It was horrible. I said it. But anyway.
It's a little different.
And then they took off the Team USA pageant, which I can't stand. Bring it back.
Which is tough. It's tough. And that's how I started. I was Miss Teen African American United. And
I love it.
Miss African American United. And now I get to judge pageants.
Now you get to judge pageants, right?
I can't do them anymore.
So now their lives are in your hands.
People always try to grab have me back up.
Exactly.
I'm super busy, but I love the pageant world. I feel like sometimes pageant girls get characterized. Let me tell you, I've met some of my best friends in pageants, and the things I've learned I use in my everyday life. Exactly. And they really, again, they just help you to just become more confident in yourself. I got to start my community action project, which I'm working to turn into a nonprofit through my pageant work. So
what's the name of it again?
It's called Books Breaking Borders. So basically, we're trying to close that achievement gap between Black and brown kids and their white counterparts. So we're trying to make sure our kids can read and go on to college and hopefully get these academic scholarships, because there's money out there, parents.
There is. So it can be found, right?
It can be found.
That's very good. What's the website? Just real quick.
So it's only right now on social media.
Okay.
It's a community action project, but it's going to be a 501c3 soon.
Good.
But we work with a lot of great companies. We're actually helping to build bookshelves. I partner with the Boys and Girls Club.
Nice.
I'm a Boys and Girls Club baby. I went to the Boys and Girls Club growing up. So it's been fantastic to kind of give back and go full circle.
Good. Yeah. So from there, you started out in sports, pageants as a kid. And then how did you foray into being a reporter? How did that happen for you? How did that fall into your life?
A lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights. But I think I did 16 internships in college. So I always had an internship.
You were busting your chops,
honey. I was always
working.
People complain now. I'm like, everyone always says I'm like
a
single mom without kids, because I'm always working, and I think you always have to do that. I had to get better at my craft.
Yes.
And so that's why I did that. I put myself around industry leaders, and then I was able to build my brand from that. And now, I'm working alongside people I used to intern with. So I think it's just making sure you're in the right places, never being afraid to stand up for yourself, and making sure you are ready for the opportunities. Because when an opportunity comes, you need to be ready.
And sometimes it's only going to be once.
Right.
That's the only time. It's true when they say opportunity knocks. Sometimes it is only once. And sometimes you don't hear it. Sometimes you're not there. You got to be at the ready. The minute it says knock, 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 here I come. You'll be like, okay, that's how I got pretty much where I am now, just from either taking the chance and talking to the right person, or the moment coming to you and you're like, okay, I'm ready to do this. There was something. Oh, now I know what I was going to say. Now I understand that your manager, is it true? Your manager is Richard Richard Mouse.
Oh. Well, I work with him, so yes, he is.
I'm sorry. Okay, but I also wanted to mention that he runs the minor football league. Can I say that? Okay, good. Yes, and he's here in the audience tonight. Yeah. Thank you. And I think there's a little history about Mr. Miles. He used to own this building or something like that.
Sharing with us, right? Which was even new to me, so it's pretty.
So we wanted to mention that. And did I say that he owns the minor football league? Did I say that, Richard? Did I mention that? Okay. Was he was he a former football player?
Yes. Okay. He used to play for the New England Patriots.
New England Patriots.
Yeah. Now he has his own football show inside the MFL on DC Radio, and then he's the owner of the Minor Football League. So talking about sports, keeping it
good. Nice to know. All right, but that's enough about him, honey. Let's talk about you. Okay, you got that, Richard? Blah 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 blah. But let's get back to you, Miss Nelson. So you are doing this reporting.
Yes.
And I know you also do some modeling as well.
I did. So funny. So everyone says I do modeling now. I wouldn't say it's officially modeling, but a lot of photographers always want to work with me.
Good. Let them work. Well, I don't want to work with you. Good. Okay, so you do photo shoots. Not really doing modeling. Right. Okay, I got you. So what's in store next?
Yeah,
do you have any ideas?
Actually, in the morning I will be going out to LA. I'll be speaking to some youth out there.
Okay.
And then, if you guys know, in LA, the Grammys is coming up, so I will be out there, and then I will be off to Miami for Super Bowl 54.
Wow,
so
are you doing some interviewing?
Coming up. Yes, I'll be doing interviewing. I will have a lot of airline miles coming up. Yay to free trips.
Yeah, I know, right?
I have to acknowledge that. So yeah, I will be super busy, and then I have 2 panels coming up. I'll be speaking on a sports and careers panel at my alma mater, the University of Maryland. Go Terps! And then I'll also be speaking with the DCPS Athletics Association. They'll be doing a panel for National Girls and Women in Sports Day at Capital One Arena. So super excited to meet so many student athletes here in Washington, D.C.
Well, girl, I guess I'm glad I got you on tonight, because if I try to call you, I wouldn't have been able to find you, would I? I was like, I cannot do it tonight or anytime soon, Mr. Perry. I'm busy. You're going to go to L.A., you're going to go to Florida, give me that. I love it.
It's fun. I'm living out my dreams. So.
You never know what's going on with someone, and I see your social media posting and all of that, but from what you've told me, girl, you're a busy girl, but that's great.
You have to. I always say you have to make the most of it. And it's so funny because this morning for MLK Day, I went to a school in Southeast and we were painting the classrooms.
See?
And everyone's like, Kelsey, aren't you tired? Like, why don't you rest? But I always say, you only have one chance in life, right? We get one shot at life. We don't get to do a redo. And you always have to be giving back. And I don't care how tired I am. You're never doing too much to make sure your community is a better place than it was yesterday. So
I agree.
I like to stay busy.
I like that, and I'm trying to catch up with you, okay? And what you were saying about giving back.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I partnered my fashion show, the Art of Fashion runway show Saturday night with Smile, SMYAL. He told me what it stands for. I'm going to have to ask you that again, Sultan Shakur. But as I said before, when I was a young gay tween coming out of the closet at 16, back in the day, I don't think it was called Smile. We just called it Gay Youth.
Yeah.
And yes, as I said before, that was a great place to go to, and that was a haven for me. So when it came down to when we were the team and I, we were talking about who would you like to bring in as a nonprofit to bring some panache to the show. Immediately I thought of them, and so I know what you mean about giving back because I think I'm going to talk to them. I'd like to maybe do some work with them, do some volunteer work. I heard what he's doing, and I'm going to try to do something.
So that's fabulous.
Tell those kids that yes, honey, it does get better. I mean, it's hard. Believe me, coming out of the closet, young, black, gay. I mean, God, honey, it's hard. But look at what's going on now, honey. Okay, I have a husband out of it. Okay, we've been together for over 30 years. So I'm just telling you, you know what I mean? Yeah,
successful
and success and trying to be successful, but looking good while doing it. Okay. Gabrielle, we cannot forget you a little bit over there, honey. You were in the show Saturday night, right?
Yes.
How was it?
The show was amazing. The designers, the clothing was so beautiful. It was very professional. A great venue, great models.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed by the models that he picked for the show.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, David. Really.
Thank you, Gabrielle. This is your first time doing my show.
Yes.
I have known Gabrielle as long as I've been in the modeling industry. I met her the first time we were working at a show called Krista Couture. I don't know if you remember that, Kelsey.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle was one of the models. I was volunteering, and we've been love buddies ever since. I remember when this beautiful child came and told me, "It's like, Mr. Perry, I like the mock your voice, Mr. Perry, I'm going to New York," and I was like, yes, and she did. She made a success out of that. She's now back. Are you here forever, so to speak, back here in DC, or you just kind of back for the moment?
I'm back for the moment. We'll see what happens.
But she's also, I want to say that what Gabrielle is doing now in terms of the modeling industry is she's trying to foray her career to a different path now. She's gone the way of the tween, little girl thing. She's done all of that. She's done it, honey. Okay, she's worked it. She's done it. She earned her stripes. Now she's trying to get the big bucks, the cosmetic campaigns, the hair campaigns, the Target commercials, the Fenty. I'm saying it out there, girl. I'm putting it out there for you so you can get that stuff like that. And Diana Darby Model Management, are going to help her. We're going to update her portfolio, her comp cards, her headshot. We're going to get a video portfolio for her. I haven't forgotten. We're still going to do that because I see what's going on and how you can work. And the other thing I've been noticing, Gabrielle, have you been noticing a lot of commercials? There's been a lot of racially ambiguous looking girls with curly hair. Okay, y'all been clocking that lot. So we got to get you in there now, like tomorrow. Okay, because I was like, it's funny. As soon as we started talking, I'm seeing all these girls on that. I went in a DoorDash commercial. And there's a lot of mixed race couples flying all across the screen. So, girl, we got a lot of work we could get for you. And I saw another recent commercial I saw. I'm talking, you know what I mean? Girls that could either be black or white or mixed or Egyptian or something. But they always have wild curly hair, honey. I was like, girl, let's hurry up and get this. It must be something, it must be zeitgeist, We're putting it out in the air, honey. So let's get on that, all right? But yes, I'm going to put a lot of work into helping Gabrielle. I've kind of phased out of the model agency realm a little bit, but I still do like to work with people that I know got that, they just need that help. Right. And I think I can help Gabrielle, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Plus, I think working with her is also going to help to raise my bar and my company name. So I know what I'm doing. All right. You know what? We still got a few more minutes, but I think I would like to maybe take a break at this point, and then when we come back, what we're going to talk about is all things about the second annual The Art of Fashion Runway Show. Okay, we're going to get into this, and maybe some other little bit of pieces of dirt. Honey, y'all know I love it. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back with my two lovely guests, Kelsey Nelson and Gabrielle Spotwell. Come on back, guys. Don't leave us. Hello, everybody. We are back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the David Perry Show, podcast number 8. There was something I wanted to say. I'm always doing this. I'm always forgetting something. It's going to come back to me. I hope it's not a snake, because it would have bit me. But you know what? We're just going to... Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I wanted to say Vanessa's in the house from the show last night, up in here helping us. Y'all say hi to Vanessa, honey.
Awesome.
She worked it for us backstage, honey.
Yes, we all are.
Thank you. It made a difference from last year. The only thing, what I have to say is that I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And I managed to bring some people in, some great people. Eddie Patton from Higher Level Photography.
Yes.
I mean, he gave me countless hours of free photography. And Josie's Faces, Josie's Faces. Dosha Monet Artistry came in and helped us. XOXO Kalani Lashes right there in front of you. Gabrielle, honey, do the model for us. There you go. Yeah. Oh, look at that beauty. That's fabulous, honey. The Lady Pearly was our sponsor. I mean, we had a lot of great. We had a lot of. Yeah, Kelsey, just a modeling girl. There you go. All right, just a spokesmodeling, honey. We had a lot of great people. J Perk Productions provided videography for us. My man Damian Hendricks, is that correct? Is in the house. I mean, it was terrific. Kelsey hosted. I think you just raised the bar. I want to ask you something. Could you tell me who those people were that you brought on the set? We had to stop for time. We had to do this. We had to do that.
So I've learned in the world of hosting, you read the crowd and the audience. And I was looking into the crowd, and there was a lot of interesting people that I saw. So I said I'm going to take a chance and decided to call some people out from the audience.
Nice.
And we learned we had a lot of people. David, you had people coming from as far as Russia.
Oh, I love that. Oh, my God.
Russia, you guys. They're crossing continents to come see.
Oh! They must have seen the podcast show. That's what it was. Because don't this place goes out into the world, to the country, to the okay.
They wanted to be there to see you.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Siberia, the director of the pageant. I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, everybody. You had people connecting and networking while they were in the audience. We had people that could help distribute fashion designers' clothes into stores. Like, good. That
was the point. That was the point. I mean, it's great to have a wonderful, fabulous fashion show and everything, but these kids need to be exposed. They need to be marketed and promoted. It's not about just going up there and having lovely, beautiful models walk back and forth. These designers have to sell. They got bills to pay. So it's good to know that there was some influencers and people out there that can help them, because that's the point as well. When doing this show, I hope that I learned a little bit.
Yeah.
Because as I said before, working with Gabrielle, I was mostly behind the stage, production assistant. Yeah. So I hope that I learned a little bit from watching them and working with the various people in this industry. And I hope I brought that to my show, because that was the point. Because I hear a lot. Gabrielle, you can speak on this, girl. In fact, I would like for you to about shows. What have you noticed about shows here in DC?
Well, we talked about it in the last episode about how sometimes they tend to be unorganized. But what I will say about your show, it was very organized, from the fittings to rehearsals and to the day of the show. Like, we knew from this 9 to 10 we're doing this, 10, 11 this, and y'all fed us, so
thank you.
Always a positive.
It helps. That's what I'm saying. You learn. The only thing I'm wondering is, like, what happened with the mini rehearsal time? It kind of ran over, and we had to show at Arena Stage. I want to mention Arena Stage at the Meade Center for American Theater. Let me make sure I get that out. Thank you, Demi. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Arena Stage, everybody. But what happened with the mini rehearsal? Because it looked like it ran over time or something, and then they got mean to me. Or they were like, you got to get out by 3:50. Yeah, ready to say, I'm gonna tell all you hiding. No, they were great, but things like that. But that's where the great team comes in. But we worked it out. Yes, we did, and I appreciate you saying that about how I try to present a professional, productive presentation.
Yeah. So I found myself when I was backstage, thinking back to my experiences in New York Fashion Week and how, the parallels between the two. And I was just, like I said, I was very impressed.
Thank you.
It had the same feel. So
Good.
That's what made me. And it was interesting because one of the models, I'm not going to, of course, put them on blast, but mentioned that this is weird. I don't understand what's going on. I'm like, this is normal. Like, this is how it's supposed to be.
That's why it's weird to her, because it is normal, and that's the way it's about. That's why she's confused.
I was like,
okay.
Why are we doing this?
Okay.
And I'm like,
and why are you confused? Why are we doing this like that? Because you've been listening to all the wrong people. You've been working with all the wrong people. They've been teaching you all the wrong things.
Right.
It's like, girl, bye. Kelsey, my darling.
Yes.
What did you think about my show last night? Saturday night?
It was fun.
My cancer sister.
I know. Partners in cancer.
Exactly.
I will say it was phenomenal. And I think one thing I was so mad at myself about, and I forgot to thank everyone behind the scenes for just all their phenomenal help. I mean, from the time I stepped in, Vanessa was fabulous. All the staff was fabulous. Yes, thanking them now. The makeup artist was fabulous. Like, everybody, went above and beyond, and it was great. And I thought the show was fun. The venue was beautiful.
Yes,
the stage was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I only heard positives. Everyone's messaging me and DMing me.
Good.
All of the great stuff that was there. So I was so honored to host it. And
I'm so glad.
So
well, we had to treat you right. I mean, my God, you're a celebrity here. We ain't gonna shove you in there and be like, "Go, girl, there." No, honey, no. You got to treat your celebrities right. Make them feel good. Make them feel wonderful because they're supposed to. And if they're feeling wonderful and looking beautiful, then they're going to be presenting wonderfully and beautifully. Okay. So of course, and my first time working with you, I had to set the bar. I didn't want you to come in here with something to be amongst foolishness. Okay. So I had to make sure I knew what the hell I was doing.
It was good.
And treat you right.
It was perfect. And I will say, it does get crazy backstage, but I've worked in live production. That is normal, and it's going to happen. And I feel like also, pressure makes diamonds, right? So it's what you do in those times that, you just have to shine.
And you came in at the last minute.
I did.
And stepped in and helped us out with no ego problems at all. I've dealt with people before. No, she was like, I would love to. I like you. I've seen what you're doing. I'm in. Okay. I was like, girl.
I grew up a tomboy. I am very simple.
Very simple. No, you weren't with us, honey. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Who was? Did I ask you who the gentleman was that you brought on stage? There was a gentleman that you brought on. Did I ask you about him?
From Bruno Manzili. I'm probably saying his last name wrong. I am so sorry. I just met him a week ago. But he's fabulous. So he does a lot of work with a lot of the African embassies here.
Nice.
Very close ties to Tanzania. He was fabulous.
All right, then.
And spoke great. I think his word that got everybody going was boombastic. Right? How many times did you get to hear that?
Okay. Was he describing me?
Of course.
I love it. Thank you, Bruno.
But he was phenomenal. He brought some great. I think he brought 10 VIPs with him.
Wow, I love that.
He spoke so highly of your show.
Oh my God, I love it more. And you brought my sister on, Ife on stage. I saw a picture up there, and I saw her up there talking. I said, "Ife, when did you get up here, girl? What is going on?" But I love it. But
I believe in sharing stage.
She supports me wholeheartedly since day one. Like I said, I'm wearing her clothes. I think she's gonna sponsor me. I don't know. You gonna sponsor the David Perry show? Well, at least give me some clothes, honey. I wear them clothes all the time. But yes, if he opened my fashion show last year, my first time, she opened it. She just. I think we are brothers and sisters. If the truth be told, or sisters and sisters. That's what she calls me, her big sis. I said, Miss Gabrielle, talk to me a little bit. How are things going? You said you just came back from a photo shoot. What was that all about?
So I'm going to shout out my friend Keo. She's launching a bridal line called Keo Bridal, and I did the photo shoot for it. Beautiful gowns. Like I cannot wait until the pictures come and she launches her line. And
what's her name again? Shout it out.
Keo, Keo Bridal. You can follow her.
Keo Bridal. Okay, and she's just launching it.
Yeah, she's about to launch it soon. And
nice.
I believe she does. They're custom made to each person, and they're. Y'all, you want to just get married just to wear
one of those things. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm already sitting here going like, clothes, beauty, fashion. I'm already to get up there and get myself some fabulous skirts, honey. So is that why you coming out here with your little top knot, your face done? I love it. Kelsey, I would like to learn a little bit more from you.
Of course.
Where are you from?
I am born and bred, so I'm from Germantown, Maryland. Went
That's
to
right, you did say
high school. Everyone's like, you live out there. I'm down 270.
I know, I love it. Germantown. Well, you know what, the DC people, they're like, anytime you go anywhere beyond Silver Spring a little bit,
right,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, where you live?
As far as Walmart, so I'm like, we're closer.
I live in Beltsville, and trust me, people are afraid. They think they're in the country.
Crazy. That's what they say. But I live in downtown Silver Spring now, so I'm close. You said
that. Yeah. I mean, that you're from this area. Yes, I don't know why I keep asking you that, because I don't feel that you're from this area. Not to say anything against DC.
No, it's not that. Everyone says that. So I usually get Cali, because like, okay, you're very friendly, you're very bubbly. And then my family's from down south. So I tell people that's why I have this big heart. And, we're nice people. We like people.
All parts of the South?
Yes.
You get that too? Well, I'm from North Carolina. I was born in North Carolina. From Kansas.
Yeah. So I have
so I'm a Southern Belle myself.
Roots, so
okay. So you are beauty pageant for real, honey, because they love it down there in Mississippi.
They take it
seriously. They take it seriously. It is a business. Yes. Okay. So, I get it. I understand. Oh, wow. That's nice to know.
But so I'm a Southern Belle that was born in D.C.
I got you.
Or DMV area. People in D.C. will get mad at me because I'm a MoCo baby.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Say that DMV. They're saying it on commercials now. We got the world saying DMV now. Good.
Okay.
I love it. There you go. What other things do you? Well, I know you said that you have. You're getting ready to go off to California.
Yeah, so
for
lots of
LA,
travel.
And you're getting ready to go off to Florida
to do the.
Are you going to be doing interviews there?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you have not seen Radio Row at Super Bowl week. So last year was my first Super Bowl. Radio Row all week long. We interview any and everybody. We interviewed Evander Holyfield last year. Was in Atlanta.
Okay,
so
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's so much fun. So we usually do 15-minute interviews of just any and everybody. We had Jerry Kramer. He played in the first Super Bowl ever.
Wow.
We had Evander Holyfield, of course, for boxing fans.
Yes.
Super cool. James Brown was down there. Nate Burlington.
James Brown the singer? Or?
No, James Brown the sports.
Okay, all right. Is James Brown still?
Yeah.
No.
He was with us in spirit.
Send letters. Let me know. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. And it's everybody. I mean, former players, current players, celebs, everyone's coming out there. They're usually promoting their products or new shows.
Nice.
We talked to the cast and crew of American Ninja Warrior last year. It was super cool. So Radio Row, it's nonstop. I will be exhausted. We go from 8 to 7.
Radio 1?
Radio Row.
Radio Row.
So it's over 200 radio stations. We're all in separate little spots. And you have PR people bringing you celebs. And you talk to them about, any and everything.
I understand now. I'm getting it. So it's there's you here, maybe someone else, and they'll be bringing it I got 5 seconds, and then and then okay, I'm following.
It's a lot. And so last year we had, it was incredible. Like I said, the former players have so many stories. There's a lot of issues about concussions and some of the issues that some of them are facing now. I believe it was Van. I'm gonna mess up his name. Van Jones or Van. I'm gonna mess up his name, but it's crazy. He gave us a compelling. I'm gonna spell some tea, a little bit of tea. He gave us a story about how one of his teammates had actually slept with his wife and took his wife, and he didn't find out until he was on the football field. It was crazy. So literally, me and my co-host Darren are like, "Ooh, okay."
That's a television series in the making, right there.
It's a lot that happens at Radio.
Did they get into a fisticuffs on the field?
So luckily, not on the field.
No,
they didn't play together too long after that. As you can imagine, they did. It'd be very hard to, right?
It would.
Yeah, it's hard.
But
there's a lot of.
You want me me to protect you?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be thinking if I was the other player. It's like, okay, oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
But it's also heartwarming stories, right? Like some of them talk about how they met their wives. Like, it's so much fun. It's a lot of work, but we'll be in Miami at the convention center.
Miami.
So we'll be, oh my gosh, who doesn't want to go to Miami? It's going to be hot though. That's
it
the
is.
downside.
Well, that's good. That means you get to wear some fabulous clothes.
I do. I'm excited for my
some skin bearing outfits on it. Yeah.
And I will say in Miami, so I'm going to start. My first day of teaching will be in college. Will be next Monday. So I am teaching at a college in Miami. I am going to be online from DC. Everyone thought I was moving, but I will go down a couple times a year. But I'll get to meet my students in person and hopefully introduce them to the Super Bowl and all the fun that goes around it. So it'll kind of be like a dual Professor Kelsey and sportscaster Kelsey.
Kelsey, are you trying to tell us that you're about to leave us or something?
Oh my gosh,
am I lucky to have you tonight? Is that what's about to happen here?
As long as I can do that, I will be here.
Okay, because girl, you sound like you're going to do some great, big, wonderful things. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy to have you here. My gosh, you get to tell the world what's going on. Isn't this wonderful? I
love it.
I love it too. So the other thing too, I wanted to ask you is like when you're interviewing those big time celebrities, especially celebrities and sports stars, does it make you nervous a little bit?
You know, everybody asks that, and I will say the only time I've ever gotten nervous, and everybody that knows me knows this, was when I interviewed LeVar Ball. Yes. So that's Jalen Rose.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
He's a former basketball player.
Got it.
College. NBA.
I love that you're like, when did that tall? Yeah, I love it. You're like,
and I was really scary.
but you were saying, I'm sorry.
But I always say, like, they're people, right? And I always talk to everybody the same. So for me, I treat everybody the same. So when I see a celebrity, I mean, yes, you have those moments, but at the same time, I know I have a job to do, and that's why I'm there.
Exactly.
So I feel like other than LeVar Ball, just because he's a big personality, but even him, we had a great conversation. Good. And at the end of the day, it was just a normal thing. And he thanked me for talking to him like that and not trying to make him be something that he's not. People will appreciate that. People appreciate
being
realness.
Yourself, realness,
and they
sincerity.
Will take that, and they will talk to you longer.
They will. Cause I think people can, I think most people have the shit factor smell. You know what I mean? The sense. You know, when they can tell when they're dealing with someone who's being either phony or not really being themselves or trying to put on airs. And because I've made that mistake myself many times, you know, navigating myself through just life and this business. Sometimes you feel like you should be something that you're not, and you think that's what's going to get you in the door. And what I've always heard, it was yourself. Like, yes, and that person will come back and be like, what was up with you?
It's too hard to be somebody else. And it's so funny because when people see me on social media, they're always like, I thought you would be mean. I thought you'd be this. Something that they're judging my pictures. And I'm like, I'm probably one of the friendliest people. I like people. I like to talk to people. I like to storytell. That's why it's a Cancer thing. So, I mean, to get on my bad side.
Your Aries over there. You know. But no, actually, Aries is great because my husband is an Aries and Gabrielle's an Aries. So Aries is a wonderful people. Yeah, so I know exactly what I'm putting up with. And and for the most part, you are so kind of Aries and very nice and laid back and good get along with and non-confrontational. But don't piss you off. It's like y'all know how to say no when you want to. Believe me, Gary's let me know. It's like, no, you can't. Okay? And I know this be like, okay, all right. I ain't gonna say no more about it.
I identify with that.
I know you would. We still got lots of time left. Let's get back into this fashion show. Okay, the second annual Art of Fashion. The second annual The Art of Fashion Runway Show. My show. As I said before, this was my second one. I did my first one last year. It was at Montgomery College Cultural Arts Center. It was an eye-opening experience. It's the best way I could put it. I'm glad I did it, though. It was what I wanted to do. I was so happy to do it. But doing a fashion show is a lot of work. And that's why I keep saying, I'm not sure if I can do this again. I'm not sure if I can do this again. We'll see. Maybe in another couple, like 2 to 3, 4 years. Oh, that's me. Okay. That's me serving face in Adrian Alicea's. I got to walk for Adrian Alicea. He's a good friend of mine. He came down from New York to present his show. I went up to New York last year to scout him, to present in my show. Met him. That was the first time I met him. Went up to New York, stayed at his house, charmed and schmoozed him a little bit. And he came down and closed the show. And he came down again this year and closed the show. And he did a marvelous job. So I want to say thank you so much to Adrian Alicea. I also want to say thank you to all the designers. And I'm getting ready to name them right now. Ethereal Grace. She opened. She was in the show last year too. Followed by Aaliyah K and Shay Natividad. Aaliyah K, JBF winner.
Yes.
Shay Natividad, her first show. I put her in. She was the one with the resort wear.
Yes.
Followed by Virginia Cathy and Michael Carter. Michael Carter showed his, he's presenting his new fabulous menswear collection. So we got to see some fine male puckatrude up there on that stage.
The ladies were happy.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. and Victor Hugh showed Bellflowers, Ethnicity brand, and Adrian Alisea was my closer.
Yes.
And the thing about Ethnicity brand, he called me at the last minute and said, "Can I be in your show?" I was like, "Yes." So yeah. So I'm just telling you, when your friend and he is a designer calls you and say, "Can I be in your show?" You say yes. You figure it out. Vanessa, bless her heart, she was like, "Are you sure? Do we have enough time?" I said, "Yes, girl. We have enough time. We're gonna work it out," and we did. And plus, another reason why I wanted to bring Ethnicity because he also shows men's and women.
Yes.
And I noticed that the male models weren't getting a lot of time. They were only going to walk twice for Michael Carter and Adrian Alisea. So I was like, please bring in a lot of clothes for the boys.
Fabulous.
So yeah, it was nice. I love showing off the boys a little bit. The women like it, and the men like it. I like it. Okay. So and I, like you've been saying, I've been getting some great feedback. So you guys, what do you have to say? I mean, y'all did say some wonderful things earlier. Do you have anything else to say? Do you think I should do this again?
We're both kind of sad that you might not.
I love it. It's just a lot of work.
It's a lot,
but I am getting some great feedback from my team about what we need to do to make it better.
Of course.
So if that's the case, we are working on that. We are working on that. Okay.
Nice.
But as I said before, it is a lot, and it's. The only reason why I'm balking at maybe trying to decide whether to do it is because there's so many other wonderful things happening. I've got this podcast show.
Yes.
I have my model development program. I for the most part, am working in the industry.
Nice.
I got another fashion show that might be coming up to work on. So it's not like I'm not going to be doing anything. And unfortunately, this came about. My mother's in the hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She just got diagnosed with lung cancer. So all of that, and it was just like, God, are you trying to tell me something? What is going on? I mean, it's like, what are you doing? What are we doing? And what did I not do? I felt like I was being tested, honey. But we did it. Right. So that's why another reason why it was just like, is this the right thing? What are you trying to tell me? Yeah. So it was all that.
Right.
Understandably. Plus doing a production.
A lot goes into it. And I think, again, when people see the pictures, most people don't know what goes behind those.
Exactly.
And I feel like I realize that all the time, right? Because people don't realize the work that goes into it. They just see what we want to show them, right, on social media, which is usually the success,
which is what you don't want to show. You don't want to show the dirt behind the scenes.
You're not going to show you, like, crying and yelling with people. Most people don't. And I feel like, it's being vulnerable. And most people won't show that.
Right.
It's not a bad thing, right? Because social media is kind of glamped up for you to show your successes, your wins, so others can kind of celebrate with you. But I think you sharing that, was very powerful. And I think it shows, that if you truly want to do something, I know your mom would be proud of you, like, you can push through. Yeah,
she was very disappointed that she wasn't able to come to the show because she's still in the hospital right now as we speak. That's just how bad the diagnosis is. And for the most part, I didn't need to have people know about it because it was about getting the show done. And getting that part done. My close friends knew. Vanessa knew. Gabrielle knew. People that were close to me, they all knew. Right. But nobody else knew, weren't supposed to know. And it wasn't like I was, keeping anything secret or trying to be, mysterious or anything like that. It was just that just wasn't the place. I know what was going on. So that you got to do what you got to do. And a lot of times what this show did was it kind of kept me from being able to see my mom a lot more than I wanted to. So I was getting really pissed off about that. Okay. I was really getting pissed off. I was like, I need to go see my mama. Okay. I'm like, I'm tired of y'all. You do it. Here. So it was all that. So we'll see about next year. You think you'd still be around and maybe come back and co-host again? Oh, you know what? I said co-host. I meant to say host because I realized, Kelsey, thank you for being so nice because I realized I went up there a lot on the stage. It was like, wait, who's the host again? So I want to thank you for giving me my time.
I feel like we matched. We made it work.
We did.
So hey,
I just felt like there were so many times I was like, "Girl, give me this microphone." Blah 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 blah. You know, and I was like, "Can you let her host some, please?" But next year, I would love for you to come. Oh my God, there I go again.
The third annual.
I can't stand it. Okay. Well. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what? As usual, this goes too fast, and I am getting the let's wrap it up sound. Okay, so let's wrap it up a little bit here. Well, we got at least 4 more minutes. Gabrielle, what do you got to say about anything about your life? Anything you want to share? Oh, I know what I need to do. Tell people your how they can get in touch with you, because I forgot to mention that in the last show. Tell them.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram. It's Golden Gabrielle, golden.gabrielle.
Thank you, because I totally forgot. Because I saw the repeat on the videotape, and I remember you were like, "Don't forget about me." And I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot." That's like, that's what I'm saying. It was like I get long-winded. And I love talking about fashion, and I love talking about modeling. Yeah. So when I get into that realm, honey, I'm off. So Gabrielle, I was gonna make a point of making sure that you got your handle and your name out there, because for the most part, I think Gabrielle's gonna be back here a lot with me. I really enjoyed how we handled it. That the last show, me and you all by ourselves, gab festing. We talked a lot, honey. So that means you coming back a lot. Okay? Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, girl. And Miss Kelsey, Nicole Nelson. Yes. My God, you are such a dream. You are such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Beauty and brains. Y'all can't beat that, honey. Okay. you got a man out there? See, that's what I said. Okay. All right. Okay, make them work for it, honey. You can just roll up in here and roll up on her, honey. Make her work for it. Men are horrible sometimes. And I know my sex. I know it well. I made it my work for the rest of my life. But no, I digress. I'm just being silly. But yes, we are definitely gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna try to get out a little early. Sometimes I can't. Like I said, I've been here a little late, and then the next guest comes and like, "Boo, get out! My turn." So I'm gonna give him some time. All right, I'm gonna try to get out real early. As I said, I'm going to start doing this twice a month now. I'm I'm meeting with Jeremy tomorrow to sign the new contract. Get ready for the new format. But yes, I've been hearing that people like me. Yeah. So they were like, when can he come back more? He needs to stop being once a month. So twice a month, guys. And then we'll see if maybe we're going to do this on a weekly basis. Nice. Which is another reason why I don't know if I'm going to be doing this show. I got life. I'm sorry. I don't have to do that show no more. We'll see. Maybe we'll do like fall shows. Summer shows, things like that. You see what I mean? I saw there was a nice space down there in Southwest when I did a photo shoot to promote the show. They had a nice little area down there. I think I need to stop talking because I can just see somebody stealing this, and I know they want to. Okay, and I know who you are because they already tried. Oh my God. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. I want to thank once again my fabulous guest, Kelsey Nicole Nelson, Gabrielle Spotwell, New York model in the house, radio personality, entertainment reporter, sports personality reporter in the house. It's been a great show. I want to thank Damian Hendricks from Perk Productions. I want to thank my girl Vanessa Vetter, who came up in here and helped me. I want to thank PJ. I want to thank Listen Vision Recording Studio, WLVS Radio. I want to thank Lady Pearlie. I want to thank Dr. Mark Richard. And I want to thank Richard Miles, owner of Minor Football League. Richard, I ain't got my glasses on, honey. Okay. I want to thank my lipstick. I want to thank Tara Williams for doing my makeup. I want to thank, yes, that's Lady Pearlie, XOXO Kalani Lashes, honey. And anybody else I forgot, I'm going to thank you on the comments, on the recording, on the Facebook, and whatnot. And your Facebook. And I want to thank Cleopatra Couture for my lovely ensemble. All right. And I want to thank me. And I want to thank my mom. Get better. I love you. I'm coming to see you. I'm so sorry I've been a bad son. This damn show. And so on that note, on a good note, thank you again for tuning in again to the David Perry Show. I promise I'm not going to be gone a long time like I did last time. So I'm going to shout it out. Thank you again for tuning in to, come on everybody, the David Perry Show. There you go. All right. Okay, that's beautiful. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Quick picture together.